Hi everyone. I was at the Hannah house in October of 2011. John and Arlene were my house parents, and I came from a place of a lot of dysfunction and turmoil in my life. I was so bad that I couldn't function in my daily life, and I dealt with a lot of trauma, and the Lord opened the doors to go to Hannah house. Yeah, I really couldn't function. I was falling down and forgetting things and not remembering where I was going or coming from. And I just pretty much had to take a break from work, from school, and I was really grateful for my pastors loving me and presenting Hannah House as an option. And God, it was totally incredible how God opened the doors for me to be able to come to Hannah House.
So while you were at the Hannah house, what was it that where things began to change? It's what I call embracing your story. But things began to change to where you didn't start dropping things. You could remember, and life became became normal.
The simplicity of where I was made a huge impact because I came from a very busy place where my mind was constantly bombarded with billboards and noise, and there was never stop. It was go, go, go. And the tranquility of where we were in that little cabin, and then having someone like my counselor Joe consistently there and consistently speaking truth. It was so nice to, I think, a huge part of the Hannah House's experience. And I think this has been a vision for a long time, from what I understand, of having a place of rest. Not just a place to come get counseling, but a place where there is going to be peace, and it's going to be quiet, and it's going to be beautiful and green, to be able to experience the beauty of God's nature, along with the beauty of how He can transform lives. Putting those things together made a huge difference for me. When I got here, I was definitely ready for change. But I started to see that change unfold when Joe helped me understand that I didn't have to live out the lies that I had started believing, even as a little girl. I still remember we dug deep into some really hard memories, and he went in and said, well, what's true about that? What does God say? Who does God say? Who is Jesus? Who does He say that you are? And little by little, we were able to pick apart these lies that had become the foundation of my existence. And once I started to believe the truth, things started to unfold and change, and I could finally see. I could see clearly. I was so mixed up that I couldn't even walk in a straight line. You can ask, if you know my father, you can ask him. I would walk like this. And if he was on this side of me, I'd be pushing him off the sidewalk. Stefanie, why are you pushing me off the sidewalk? Walk in a straight line. And I'd say, I am, Daddy. And he'd push me back.
Wow.
And I don't do that anymore.
Wow.
But I can tell you, had I not been able to get healing, I wouldn't have been able to live a normal functioning life. To be able to graduate college or find a wonderful, wonderful husband. There's always something, because we are in this world and we're living and we're striving towards perfection.
And we're all broken people.
Yeah. I left here telling Joe I was not afraid to leave my counselor. Joe was my counselor, my earthly counselor, but I knew Jesus. Jesus is my counselor. The Holy Spirit. The Lord used the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is my counselor.
Yes.
And Joe was an instrument. And I was taking my counselor with me. Jesus is my healer.